is another edition of Business Review Africa magazine. In this edition, I am speaking with the President of Liberia, Joseph Nhoma Boakai, who is currently in Nigeria, Abuja, for the 66th ECOWAS Ordinary Section of Head of State. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome to Nigeria once again.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, we'll just go straight into the interview. Mr. President, of course, now that the 66th Ordinary Section of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of States and Government has concluded, what were the key highlights, of this summit, and how do you envision Liberia's role in regional integration and development initiatives as it was discussed during the summit, sir?
The session centered around issues affecting the sub-region: security, the exit of the 3 member states, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, who have given us notice that they will be leaving the ECOWAS group in January 29, 2025. Also, we have to discuss security issues. We have to discuss issues of non-payment for levies collected by countries as well paying dues, which are very critical issues. But I think it went very well because countries that were in arrears, some of them have started paying, and Nigeria, of course, was able for the first time to pay their complete outstanding, and other countries too are trying to follow. On the issue of the exit of the 3 countries, on the 29th, we are giving them the 29th, according to their own notice, to be the point of separation. However, we have 6 months to plan their exit. And within that time, Senegal president has been working with them to see whether they can come back to the table. So we are saying within the 6 months of the exit plan, they have a choice to decide to come back, or after that, that will be end of their membership. But being a member, you're entitled to benefit, but you also have responsibilities. These 3 countries are landlocked countries, and they depend on countries that have access to the sea, who are members of ECOWAS. How they work that will be, but we are thinking about the humanitarian aspect. They might be the leaders taking the decision, but we also are concerned about the citizens that will bear the full effect. So that was the decision that was taken today. Of course, we have to also recognize some good things that are happening, like Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana. It has had a very successful election. That is pride to ECOWAS as much as it is to Ghana. So it was mostly the critical issues, and then also Gambia trying to set up a economic crime court, which had already been decided upon. And then also the issue of, which we didn't go into depth, but we decided about Sierra Leone. We are thinking about sending some forces there to stabilize the situation there. That had already been planned before, so we're trying to see whether we can follow up on it. So mostly security issue, the exit of those who are leaving, and then we touch on issues that are very critical, climate change, and also the issue of the youth and the women, and then also our integration, talking about financial integration as well as the border securities, things that are affecting the country. I mean, the sub-region. So that's what we deal with.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'm still on the three countries that are looking at, even though Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did say that during the conference, during the summit, that the ECOWAS member states are working on having them return. So what do you think are the economic, in terms of stability and regional integration in the situation where these countries are not back into the ECOWAS member state? Is it going to have an effect on regional integration and economic stability?
I just told you that being a member of ECOWAS, you do have responsibilities and liabilities. These countries, because of a part of ECOWAS, they enjoy benefits such as free movement within the ECOWAS region, such as some indebtedness, some money that they are supposed to, they have borrowed, and also some of our countries, a lot of them are infiltrating and under the guise of ECOWAS free movement. So those things there are going to harm them. So while they might, and for about a year now, since they decided to exit, they have not been paying money.
Wow.
So that has a bearing, but it also has a responsibility that they're supposed to fulfill. So we have to plan, just like the Brexit. I mean, you have to plan your exit properly, and then we have to go into that to see what is it. Because when you belong to something, you have an agreement. So when you want to exit, we got to look at some of those things that you agree to, we need to see how you free yourself from them.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. So, His Excellency, you assume office as the 26th President of Liberia on January 2024, sorry. And we'll be looking at your 1 year anniversary in office. What will you consider your administration's most notable accomplishments in Liberia's economy?
So far that I know, we've achieved quite a bit. We have done some remedial work, things that should have been done that were not done. I think we have brought some quietude to the society. Liberians used to experience a lot of criminal activities in and around Monrovia. They don't hear much of that anymore. We are dealing with the issue of corruption, which has retarded progress in the country. We also have put into place policies like the ministers now are signing a code of conduct agreement. They are also signing a contract for performance in the government. We also have been paying salaries on schedule. We have presented a budget now that will start dealing with the under privileged people, most of the people who are in the service area, like the healthcare workers, the police, the soldiers, and then also teachers. So we're trying to improve their livelihood. I mean, the Liberians will tell you that quite a lot has happened. All the leakages the loopholes where money was stolen and all of these, which our our position with the World Bank, the IMF, has improved considerably. So in a year, I think we are improving a movement where people used to take 2 weeks to go, 1 week. People are now moving in a matter of hours. So quite a lot has been achieved under most difficult conditions. A society that was almost bankrupt because all kind of malpractices. But I think we have been able to introduce changes that are people are getting more comfortable, more free to move in the night and all. So quite a lot has happened.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. That's very awesome. I mean, considering the fact that you've just been in office for less than a year and you've been able to achieve this, that's really commendable. Still on the financial sector, because we've been following the financial activities of the Liberian economy, can you just elaborate on key reforms and institutional frameworks implemented to create vibrant financial institutions?
I'm happy the Minister of Finance is here.
Okay.
We do know that right now, even the exchange rate has dropped considerably. Because some time ago, we were doing $193 to the US dollar. Today, they are doing 180. And we also are monitoring prices that it should be reflected in what the purchasing power of the individual. And also, some of our liabilities, like even the ECOWAS. We were owing ECOWAS about 18 million the last time I was here.
Wow.
Today I'm told we owe them 11 million. So it means we are keeping up with our responsibilities at the international level. And so also we will be announcing that economic growth is moving up to 5.9%, 5.8, 5.9 within a short time. I think we should be doing well, and we are going to do better by next year. We make sure that collection, people who are doing business in Liberia, they make sure they pay their taxes. People pay their liabilities to government. So these are all helping us to improve our standing.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Talking about regional integration, let's look at the Africa Continental Free Trade Area that has gone into the implementation stage. How is the Liberian government positioning itself to benefit from the gains of Africa Continental Free Trade Area?
Well, you talked about regional integration. I told you about measures that were taken about security network that we're trying to help to work within that, and talking about the visa situation. These are all under discussion. Also, but some of these have been issues that have been discussed for a long time, like the currency issues. But the consciousness is there now that ECOWAS is moving towards, like some of the decisions they've taken also that will help all of these is talking about people who travel, or sometimes they travel on airlines, their refunds and things that bring the people together. They have free movement that help them to work together as a community. Free movement. Those are the things that we are dealing with.
Thank you very much. I just have one question. I think we'll be done with you. So, His Excellency, I want you to, what should we be expecting for your the next year? In terms of
Liberia
economic?
is going to begin to show development. Liberia is going to show that uh, the economy of the country. We're going to check the lives of the people. We're going to see that people are going to begin to receive. We introduce digital program. The young people are getting involved in that. We are making sure that our people get medical facilities, that children are in school, that the less fortunate are being looked after. That's what I think took him to power for, nothing else.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
You're welcome.
Thank you for
Agriculture is going to move because we have all the conditions for that. I was Minister of Agriculture before, and I was exporter of produce from Liberia. We know we can do it. We have the land, the soil, the rains easy. I mean, the climate is favorable for now. So there's no reason Liberia will not be moving towards adding value and being able to feed itself and even export. That's the move we have.
I also want to believe that the government of Liberia will also, because I realize that in Africa, Africa is not really doing cross-border business together. So I'm looking forward to having more Africans.
We want Africans to invest into Africa.
Yes.
Other than money that you take to carry to other countries. And that's what we want to see. Africans investing in Africa. Because, I mean, who knows? Somebody from here could just belong to, I mean, we are the same people, just moving around. But we're giving ourselves too much to the
That's correct.
people that they have no respect for us.
That's correct. Thank you, Mr. President. And also, I know that Africa is so rich in resources.
Yeah, but we're taking all of it.
Yes.
That's why we're talking about manufacturing,
Correct.
adding value. We have the resources. We have to find a way to improve upon them too, and not just to send them and benefit other countries.
And the youth are also.
And we are determined to do that.
Yeah, part of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Mr. President. Thank you for your time. I appreciate this. Thank you very much. So, and I have been speaking with the president of Liberia. Thank you. And I look forward to having you more again. Follow us on our Instagram handle, follow up on all our social media platforms, and you can do well to ask for a copy of our magazine. Thank you.